Hi everyone, I'm Corey and this is Adaptive Technology Today. And I just wanted to come by and say that I tried the Apple Vision Pro. And boy, do I have a lot of thoughts because I totally get it now. I get what all the fuss is about. First thing you need to know, if you are a user who experiences physical challenges, like I do, I experience cerebral palsy and low vision. Um, you need to know that you can disable eye tracking, right? You can disable that completely. So there are other ways to interact with the system besides using your eyes. I know most people haven't showed that. Most people are like, oh, you use your eyes, you tap your fingers and select things. By the way, this is the gesture to select things on Apple Vision Pro. You take your fingers and just go, and it selects whatever you're pointed at. So I use pointer control, so you can either use pointer control with your head, with your wrist, or your index finger. And I use my wrist, so I take my hand, point it at what I want to get the pointer on, and just do this, and it selects it. Um, it now I'm not gonna lie, that's gonna take some practice, right? But it's good for eye-hand coordination. It's really good for physical therapy, right? Because there's a practical thing that's gonna make me reach. That's awesome. And you know, the whole reason I want a Vision Pro is because of the augmented reality things, like, being able to use my Mac and have a virtual monitor as big as I want it. I'm super excited by that. Being able to use an environment where I don't need a keyboard. Super excited by that because, as those of you who read my work will know, I have a general rule of computing, which is if I can't touch it or talk to it, I'm not doing it. Okay. So the second thing you need to know is that the Apple Vision Pro has both Apple's Assistant and voice control. So you can run the entire thing by voice. You don't even have to select things if you can't. You just can say, open this, open that, close my applications. You can do the whole thing. I'll try and get some photos of what it's like to see stuff in the Vision Pro. I want to go back now that I've had an initial demo. I want to go back and do another one, knowing kind of what I know now and being prepared. If you are completely blind or have low vision to the point where you cannot read visually, you know, read with your eyes. Uh, VoiceOver is also in the Vision Pro. You can enlarge the text on the Vision Pro to any size you want. You can make it nice and big, so it's possible to do these things. On the demo unit, we couldn't really do that because a lot of the stuff were not enabled because it's a demo, but some of the stuff was. And so if we played with it a little bit longer, we could have got it bigger, right? But the reason I'm so excited about the Vision Pro, first of all, you need to know next that it's not as heavy for me as I thought it was going to be. Now, if it's heavy for you, remember there's a second strap in the box. Okay? And I would encourage you to use that. Do not give yourself a headache. Do not strain your neck. Do not, it's not worth it. Um, I mentioned earlier that I totally get it now. This is because one of the things I saw was a video demo of some of the things you can do on Vision Pro. And for instance, I was at a baseball game on the field and had 100-foot screen surrounding me so I could be part of the game, right? And for someone with low vision, that's amazing. These are things that are invaluable, and I totally want one. Now, having said that, the price is astronomical for a person on fixed income who would need this device because for me, and I want to stress this, this is the one thing I want people to really know. This is not a novelty. When I talk about technology, it's because it can really make a difference, right? And it's not a toy. It's not, oh, I got the latest and greatest thing. Listen, I'm still rocking an Apple Watch Series 5, okay? Because there isn't anything in the newer Apple Watches that I really need. So I still have a Series 5. So don't tell me I need the latest and greatest thing, because I don't. The starting price for Apple Vision Pro is $3,400. Okay. Now, the hand tracking and all the accessibility things in here are amazing. And I just want to say, I looked at some visual aids for people like myself with low vision. They start at $6,000. So for all that you can do with Vision Pro with your apps and making them look like they're right in front of you and making them as big as you want, the price isn't bad. It's still completely unreachable for somebody on my income. But for all that's in there, it isn't bad. And bear in mind that technology cost will come down. And I believe very much that this is the Apple Vision Pro. So I believe there will be an Apple Vision non-Pro. There will be just an Apple Vision with a lot of this technology. And I think what will happen is the next Apple Vision Pro will come out. And then this one will be the Apple Vision non-Pro, and the new Pro will be at the same price as the old Pro, right? So that makes sense. Like I really believe that this will happen. So we just need to be patient. But I also feel like, you know, um, companies like Apple could choose to offer low interest loans, right? So someone who experiences a physical challenge could afford to get the device and break it up into payments. Okay, that's very important. I really feel like these things matter. You know, these are billion-dollar companies. Okay, and not that they don't deserve money, but the point is that they have money and they could um, help us out, not by giving it to us, but by offering a way that we could pay them in chunks to get it and beyond the Apple Card. Because the irony of all this stuff is that I could, I was looking at the payments on Apple Card and I could afford the payments. But because of my income level, I'm not eligible for the Apple Card. Right. So that's why I say, could Apple offer me a loan? Sorry, excuse me. But could they offer me a loan so I could get some of this stuff? Because I really believe this technology could change my life, could make it so I could read um containers at the grocery store. You know, the back of boxes at the grocery store. Things like that, things that nobody thinks of. And of course, being able to see all of my TV shows and movies on a big virtual screen that's any size I want it to be without taking up room in the room, because I live in a group home and room is a tough thing, It's a, it's a commodity, so having a display that could be any size I want and not take up room is something I really need. And I really feel that. So, and then of course, I also have a Mac Mini. And on my Mac Mini, I run all of my Mac software, plus I run Parallels for Windows because I use Dragon on the Windows side. And I'm really excited to see what happens with that. Nobody has used Parallels with the Apple Vision Pro, but I know it can be done because you can you can cast your Mac screen and make it as big as you want it, right? And I have a pretty big monitor, but it would be really good if I could make it even bigger. I think it would help a lot. So these are just my thoughts. I will try to go and get some more footage with Apple. I want to schedule another demo and bring my trackpad because you can use a trackpad with it. You don't have to use your hands. You can use pointer control, switch control. You can use your voice, although you can't use your voice on the demo because Siri was not enabled on the demo. Maybe that's something I would talk to Apple about and say, look, I really do want to get this.
Not sure what you're trying to edit.
You know, I really do want to get this, and I need to see what it's like verbally to use this. So, but yeah, those are my initial thoughts, and I'll be back with more as soon as I can. Thank you, everyone, and leave a comment, like and subscribe. It's a small channel, and I'd like to get this out to more people because I use technology every day, and the reason I call it adaptive technology today is I think of adaptive technology as technology that's not necessarily designed solely to address my physical needs, but that I can adapt to overcome some of my physical challenges. That's why it's different than assistive technology, because that really is designed to to be used by people who experience an impairment or a physical challenge of some kind. But assistive technology is just stuff you can use out of the box in ways that um, make life better. For instance, my HomePod is something I think of as assistive technology. My Echo device, so I can order from Amazon, is assistive technology. It's not designed for me specifically, but it addresses some of my needs. So if that interests you, like and subscribe, thumbs up. This will help get the video out, and as I can get videos out and get more people watching, I can improve the production values so that I can afford to buy various things to test them for you. And I will always give an honest review. Okay. I don't work for Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, Google, none of those guys. So I'm gonna tell you what I think, and that's the way it will always be. I will always tell you what I think. So until next time, I will see everybody soon. Thanks for watching.